Let me ask you, you mentioned the NYSC, but there is a problem here.
Right.
The federal government announced an increase in the NYSC allowance from 33,000 to 77,000, effective July 2024. 6 months down the line, core members are still receiving 33,000. Would you consider this as an unfulfilled promise of government under your watch?
This is an issue that I've explained to several core members. I've been to their camps. I think I'll be the first minister to visit camps in this country to even see how their well-being is and how they live, how they are being treated. And that is why I came up with all this idea, because I visited over 25 camps in this country. That's 25 states. I've visited over 25 camps. It is a process. It is a civil service. So you must follow the process. Immediately the process is being done, they are going to be paid.
So it's a bottleneck. Not the money has been approved, but it has not been released.
Yes, it's going to be released. It's going to be paid. They are going to give them.
So those who have finished NYSC, would they be able to get their arrears?
Immediately the process is being concluded, all of them are going to get it.
Even after completing their NYSC?
No, I don't know about that.
No, because if the president said, pay them, and there's someone who...
Again, sir, you're a journalist.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, whatever the president says is being picked, and this and that. But there will be a process for it. You can't just immediately start paying 77.
But the instruction of the president took effect on July 2024.
Even the civil servants. That's the general civil service this thing, not NYC. Some people will just carry out NYC. Fine, it's going to work. But immediately, we're on the process. I've written. I've sent my deeds. We've come together. We've put everything in hands, even with the DG of NYC and all that. And the process is going to be concluded.
So it's not stopped from your office. It's in the Ministry of Finance. So that's where the problem is.
The problem is not there. They are doing the process.
So it's taking 6 months to get it done.
No. They are doing the process. Immediately, the process is being concluded. The core members are going to be paid. I've even come up with something, and I think everything is in line. Very soon. So
you cannot give us a date on when?
Let me give you a date.
We're in January. So is it possible that by the end of this month, some of them will start getting the 77,000?
I can be sure of that, because we're putting everything on our.
So it's likely that end of January, the core members will start getting their 77,000.
Sure. They should.
All right. Let me ask you. There is this, and I'm wondering how you are going to be able to carry a lot of the young people along. A lot of them who are very angry about the country. By the way, there are a lot of them who have their sight and eyes on Japa, on leaving this country. What would you be able to tell them? A lot of them who cannot feed, who don't have hope that when they finish NYC or graduate from the university, there is nothing to do. No jobs for them. Unemployment rate is over 30%.
That's the question.
Now the question is, what do you say to that person, the young man, the young woman who has just graduated but no hopes of a job? How do you convince that person not to japa?
Do you need to convince people not to japa? No. I don't believe in that.
As a minister of you, what would you tell?
I don't believe in that.
Someone who is somewhat hopeless about this country.
When the view of hopelessness about this country should be a second thought. Nobody is hopeless about his country. There's nowhere that can be like home. That's the truth. But when you have the opportunity to take a step and learn more and come back to the country and make use of those things that you've learned, I don't think there's any problem about that. Because you have the opportunity to go and do that. To get the experience more about other people, see how they do their things and come back. Because don't let us deceive ourselves. I said it. The major problem we are facing as a young man is, what are you going to do? Anytime I go to NYC camp, I ask them, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? What are you doing? Are you thinking about doing anything, putting anything in place? Because majority of them, again, there have been a space. We have been far away from them. So to convince them overnight will be difficult. But gradually, we will get there. To convince them to have a skill.
Is there even a scheme, Minister? Because there used to be. There's a you win. I mean, grants.
No, that's not a skill.
A scheme.
A scheme, okay.
Yeah. So there are people who have ideas. Yes, there may not be the blue, white collar jobs available for them to apply for. But if there is a transparent process where people can go into get soft loans for small businesses.
We are getting to that.
There used to be you win. What happened to it?
Not even you win this time around. And I will tell you the reason why most of this initiative of government is not working at the end of the day. Maybe one administration comes and all that. It's because, when you are doing one-man show, nobody is being carried along about this. Or probably you have an agenda, you have a separate agenda for whatever initiative you are bringing to the people. But when an initiative is being owned by the people and is being supervised by the leader that knows their what and how to do it, and that is where you can get this thing working perfectly. I can tell you that a lot of initiative to support the youth are on track. And very soon, and that is why I used to say that I don't think I have the spirit for talking, action. Let me come here and tell you that, okay, this is what we've done to support the youth in so way. And very soon, very, very soon, you will see the NGF. It's going to be out. And I'm saying it now, and I'm live. I'm saying it now, that you don't need to know me or know anybody or send anything to get these loans and grants that is going to come under Youth Investment Fund. You don't need to know anybody. And that is why I'm putting it straight. That, see, it has taken a very long time. But if we don't put these things into the in a good perspective, we will come back here and start saying story again. So youth will be able to, there is supposed to be a youth bank. They will be able supposed to be set up. We've set that up at the ministry already. Okay. It's coming up very soon. Where youth will be able to get access to loans and all that. When is that coming on board? Very soon. We've said the first thing, one of those first things I did immediately I become the Minister of Youth is to make sure that there's a working committee, technical working committee on this youth bank. And the NYIF, the Nigerian Youth Investment Fund, is going to come out very soon. The only reason why a lot of people have said a lot of things, promise, like you said, the promise of the government, but we must do things in the right way so that you won't come back and we started telling you a story, or I would now be reading my lips because they will point to you. I was on the Twitter space sometimes, and some people tell me that, see, come, NYIF, you are going to give to your party, you are going to give to your this. Truly, we are all human beings. You will have side distance for a lot of people, but I can tell you that you don't need to know anybody because before you get this loan, in as much is happening in that ministry. So we can get guarantee on that. Sure. Well, would this come before March or when? Because under your colleague, maybe we have, the former minister. Yes, maybe we have. It's supposed to have happened since last year. What happened is simple. And that is why I say we should do things in the right way. I don't think I have the capacity to sit down where I don't know what the back end of a website is coming from. I don't know, maybe it's a spirit or a woman being that prepares that. It's not even reciting the ministry. And you want me to throw that to Nigerian youth, that I'm coming from the grassroots, that I'm part of them, that I'm a minister is a privilege, that I'm just their age regiment. I could do that. We must go down and give it to those. So you are reviewing the process left by your predecessor? Very soon we'll put it out. Very soon we are going to put it out, and it's going to be handled by those that knows how to do it better. Now, you're not into any financial institution. You don't know how to pay anything. You don't even know much about grants, and you just want to put something out for the people so that people will come back and say, the renewed hope that the president is talking about is this, is that. No. The president is doing everything. So you are rejigging that process led by your predecessor? Yes. The president is doing everything possible to create an enable environment for the youth of this country. So if you don't have a job, you can approach the youth bank, apply for it, and be able to get. Yes, and even there's another thing we are trying to do, because a lot of people they don't really have the information that they need. And one of those first things we did immediately that we launched in this December was the youth dashboard. Because a lot of people send things to you on WhatsApp, send it to you on this, send it to you. They said it's not correct. They're to scam you and all that. You don't need all those things again. Just go to the youth dashboard. The youth dashboard is a website. Is a website. What is the website? I'll give it to you. The youth dashboard is where you will go to and look at all government initiatives. They are real, and that is the appeal. I'm appealing to our people. Even the student loan, I'm appealing to them. You don't need to convince people. 70% of those that are getting the student loan are from the north. They applied for it and they get it. And it's not only the loan, the token given to them. That the president looked at it that, see, there is no how, even if you paid your school fees, we give you a loan for your school fees, and you need to go back to do some other things, you will still need some stipends to do that. And he came up with that. Let them apply for it. It's a government initiative. This government mean business, and it's real.
I just hope that some of these plans will come, because this government is going to be hitting the second year very soon. And all of these plans, and
you agree with me too, that it's not how far, but how well. Which, when you have, again, when you have the people that are committed to the people, when you have the leaders, I don't want to use the people this time around, when you have leaders that are committed to the people, they will move things and make things work.
Let me ask you.
And very soon again, even this January, that is going to be launched out. We are going to have our own Coursera, that you can learn things in the language you understand, and that is the Nigerian Youth Academy. It's going to be out. We are going to have it in the formal sector, like I said, those that can go online, study online, do whatever they get skills online. And that is why my major campaign is One Youth, Two Skills. We are going to have that. I call it Nigerian Youth Academy. And we are going to have the one too that is not for formal youth, which are the informal youth. I'm going to partner, you know what I call open door policy. I'm going to partner with any agency, parastatals, NGO that is ready to support the youth. Let me give you this figure.
Yeah.
Do you know that from 2015 up to date, the donor agency have been spending over $400 million on youth initiative. Can we feel it? Can we see it? No. It's because of the directions that these things are going through. And because a lot of people, again, I'll continue saying that, they are not committed to the people. My agenda as a man now, as a young man, is the people's first. After everything, all these things will come. I also want to write my names in the book of God. So I want to write some things that at the end of the day, at 40 years, I'm shining like you in your area of profession.